Hello everyone, welcome back to Napoleon Total War, the Russian campaign. And as you can see, we are making inroads here. You can see the Austrians are doing a great job there. They're keeping that sort of central area of Bavaria and Munich under control. They may be pushing back at the Swiss and the Italians, but we will be making inroads here into Spain. So, we have one more turn until our navy a la kick-ass, as you can see. Humana, including 86 gun ship of the lines, who will just blow the living crap out of you until they are ready. So you can see one more, see 38 guns. So we've got a couple of smaller ships. We don't want the big, all big, massive ships here. So we've got a good combination of ships there. Money you can see coming in reasonably well. We've got good trade. See, trade income is pretty good, and we've also got some trade ships sitting here, waiting to go for the new trade opportunities once we've cleared out the Mediterranean of the Spanish and the British and the French navies, which is essentially the direction we're going. Now, we did send a trade ship out here to scout out, and it got picked on by a very small two-shipped French navy. Now, obviously, the trade ship wasn't in the position to fight back, got sunk, so we brought the trade ships back into this location to keep them a bit safer until such times as our decimating navy that is on its way. I mean, we could even make it a full stack navy, which would just be obscene, which we may need to do if we're going up against the likes of the British Navy and, of course, that one-eyed pillock, Mr. Nelson. So, anyway, we're also bringing this army here, down here, to join that army. Now, the reason for that is because this is one of the armies that we are going to want to take into Mediterranean and over to Spain to assist the other army that is currently sitting in Greece, which is here. Hello. So there's Bennigsen. And we're going to want to take both of these armies down here, and I think the direction that we're looking to do is we want to attack Gibraltar. Now, the reason we want to do that is because then Gibraltar, this pathway here into the Mediterranean, we can put a ship there, and it will basically stop any enemies coming through. We can also then move a smaller navy if need be, if we need to split it up, and sort of maybe put them sort of maybe here so that they can sort of block that area and guard our trade in that particular area. So we can then start taking these points here as additional trade. So you can see to Santos, you can see sugar and tea and ivory and tea. So a lot of ability for supplies and all that kind of stuff. And also we have the option of jumping onto trade routes. So you can see this trade route for the Kingdom of Spain. We can jump on and essentially plunder it for the money. You can see 1232, so it may be a good idea. And what we would like to do is once we've sort of held that area and we've got armies in Spain and we've taken there, then we're going to want to move the armies up here, take out this this area here in Catalonia, Barcelona, so that we can deny any kind of navy or port position to the Spaniards. Now, that's essentially so that they have no option for a navy that doesn't come through Gibraltar, and then we can control it. And then we'll need to do the same for the French. So there's ports like Marseille and ports around here as well. We might even have to go for the Italian ports, but at the moment the Italian navy is not really much of a concern. We could end up taking Corsica as well, just have a little jump off point and a nice little navy for all that kind of funky good stuff. There we go, see, so a harbour there. So that's essentially what we're looking at from the point of view of the campaign direction. Now, whether or not it actually comes to fruition, based on my track record, you guys know what I'm like, we'll have to wait and see. Now, when we look at the research, you can see things are looking good. We have got this one here, which is in the process of being built to a classical university. This one here, also being built to a classical university. And so we've got all of these lovely things here. Classical university there, classical university. So things are being built into modern universities and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's all looking good. So you can see there we can maybe build it into a modern university later. But also, as down here, this is one of the sort of main areas we may consider putting in a small star fort. Now, oh, great museum. Enhances national prestige, 16 per turn wealth, +4 happiness to all the classes. Oh, we want +4 happiness. Now, you can see a great arsenal, being built, and there's a barracks and a drill school. Now, we're building a drill school over here, I believe by Little Tatari there. Now, the reason for that is so that we can carry on, because you can see the drill school there. We can then start doing ground batteries. We can start doing carcass shots and move from there. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is our plan, and now we shall end the turn. Now, the good news is after this turn is completed, as we watch the French, who are making a few inroads into Prussia there, we'll have to wait and see, but they're about to get their ally Spain attacked, and they're about to then get attacked through the bottom. Got to be done. And to be honest, Austria is big enough to deal with them. So essentially, let Austria and France fight it out while we go after the Spaniards and maybe mop up the Italians. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, it looks like the Austrians are dealing with the Italians. See, that's the kind of navy that we want to deal with. There we go. Army Corps organisation. All looking good there. What's this? This is recruitment. Here we go. Trade ship. Black Sea. And construction. So there we have Classical University, the Great Arsenal, and an ordnance factory in Greece. And we can see we're building a drill school and a court of justice as well. Now, let's see, the Great Arsenal. What can that make? 12-pound foot artillery. I like the horse artillery. It's only a shame it's only 6-pounder. I guess it's too heavy for the horses to carry the bigger one. But you can now see, look at this. Look, university, proper university there. And the problem is we've pretty much researched everything. That's why we're building this additional stuff here. Now, we've already got metric system as a result of a deal with the Prussians. So this is why there's no research going on here. What's that one? Trade unions. If we stop that... Can we stop that? No. Let's go to here. No, they're already doing it. Screw it. Okay, just let them get on with it. So here is another of our trade ships, and now it is time for the Navy a la Awesome to go sailing into the Mediterranean and scare the crap out of people. Look at those boys, don't they look lovely? So we shall move up here. And we are allied with the Sicilians. So, these guys will continue to move up here. And then we'll move them along as well. And look at them, don't they look beautiful? And we can, of course, recruit more as and when we need. So we'll do that. Now, I am going to recruit a sloop. Now, the reason for that is I want to use the sloop as a scouting ship. It can defend itself if it comes under attack. But the point is... Ah, here we go. So now we've got that one sorted out. We can send a merchantman to there. So now that we've got protection of our navy. There we go. More money coming in. You can see there we go. An increase in money. All looking good. And then we'll move this guy up to here. He can then deal with that. But we've obviously got now a navy floating around in case we need to deal with it. Now, I think we will need to make that a full stack navy. I really do, especially when we're going up against the likes of Nelson later on. Because if Nelson comes charging down to Gibraltar, then things are going to get very, very messy. And that's my concern. So, let's just wait and see how things turn out. So, money is looking okay as far as I can see. The tax rate is quite low. I mean, we could put it even lower. Like that. See? I mean, everyone would just be happy. I mean, Little Tatari is less happy. But, you know, we could put that down to there. I mean, if we put it that down to there, then the lower classes taxes is really low. See, that's really quite good. And this is the lowest happiness here. And it's because it's 60% Islam. But I can't build a church at the moment. That's the problem. That was something that I was looking into. Whether or not I will be in a position to build some kind of church. But unfortunately I'm not able to. At least I wasn't able to see it on the building browser. Now, I think there's small arms. Never mind. We'll deal with it if need be. If there's an outbreak, that's why I want to bring that army down there. So if for whatever reason there turns out to be an outbreak, we can deal with it accordingly. There's a theatre, great arsenal, small star fort. Theatre, cantonment. Okay. What options there? Opera house, barracks. Yeah, okay. And that's only star fort. So I'm not sure where I can build a church right now. Now it could be that it will be a location, for example, like you know, an intellectual centre. So whether or not that's what I need to do there, I don't know. So let's look around. So yeah, magistrate we already know about. Court of Justice, yeah, we already know about that. That's done. Court of Appeals. And we still haven't done trade unions, so let's see. Trade unions is 13 turns away. Drill school requires mass mobilisation, or will enable us to recruit that. Oh, this music is so nice. Ordnance board, £6, £12. Oh, £12 a unicorn, what's that? Crowning achievement of Russian artillery. Well, well. Experimental howitzers. We want the howitzers, they're really helpful. So, what I think we might do is look around and see if we can increase anything at all. Min monuments. Oh, hello. That's expensive, but oh, nice. So let's look around first for places where we can build stuff like this, you see. Factory, no. Great estates. Have we got any others? So that's great estate. Great estate. Steam doodah, we don't have the steam engine yet. Another great estate. And steam powered sawmill, don't have steam locomotive. Supply warehouse. We'll leave that. Stud farm. Where's that? That's down by Kiev. Don't know about that one. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, no, let's see what options. No, we've got no options for changing that. Okay. A merchant house, which generates good money and turn wealth. So we're doing that. Great estate in Belgorod. do that. Stables. That's cheap, we'll do that. Can't do any more great estates. That's gunsmith or manufactory in the edges of Moscow, so we'll leave that for the moment. There we go, steam power, can't do that one. Can't do modern universities right now. Nor steam pump mines. Supply warehouse. Where is that? That's on the coast. Now we'll leave that for the moment. Obviously modern university. There we go. So I think that'll do us there for the moment. And what we'll do is we'll focus with these boys here to go and have a look around. So let's end the turn. This is our army coming down to merge with the other armies, and then we'll build them up as well. Oh, the French are up to something. The French are always up to something. Those buggers. I should say in this particular era. Excuse me. Oh, hello, Austrians. What are you ostriches up to? Oh, there's the Brits. That's probably John Churchill, and he's been kicked out by the Navy. Why is the British Navy not dealing with that French Navy? We should just go and kill them all, but we're not moving our boys up there because of, yeah, problems. Oh, hello. Looks like the Swedes have decided to come and pay us a visit. How lovely. There we go. There's the Swedes, nearby Denmark. Right, what's this? Nation destroyed. Württemberg is over. So I'm guessing that's sort of this area up here. So the Prussians have sort of finished them off. Ancillary's been gained. A minister. Good. Right, so let's go boating. Ahoy sailor and all that. There we go. So what's that? Kingdom of Sicily, we're allied, good. And we'll move up. So you can see those two are now empty. So what we'll do is we'll grab one from here. And we'll move one to there. I think I've already filled it. No, I haven't. Good. And then we'll take another one. And we'll send him to there. And then we'll take another one. And send him to there. Meanwhile... Oh, what's he doing? Oh. Where's my navy? Have I lost my navy already? Oh, for God's sake, where's my navy gone? Fleets! Where are you, silly boys? It's not you. Not you. There we go. So here's our navy here. Let's move all them up there. And let's continue to move them. And this gentleman here will leave. Let's see. What's that? Is that a Spanish Navy? Yes, it could be. So what we could do is we could attack that. Now we just put a blockade on there, so we'll leave them there for the moment, I think. Let's bring these guys down here. So you can see now the trade situation is vastly improved. So this guy here will deal with and move down to here. So once we've then got the armies ready, which are close to being done. So these guys here, there's our army there, looking all replenished and wonderful. And these guys, so they've just got a little bit of replenishment left to do. So we'll then be able to move these guys sort of up to here. And then these guys can move down to there. And then we'll be able to bring the fleet back, hopefully, and pick them all up. In the meantime, we're just using this fleet here to try and clear out the French. We might need to send them up here just to make sure that area is clear. Actually, let's do that. Let's send them up to there and have a sniff around. Because we want to make sure that that area is... Because I don't like having dark areas on the map, especially when I've got my trade ships out there. It's just tantamount to suicide, really, at the end of the day. And call me old-fashioned, but I would say that's not a good thing. Now, let's see, because... How much was the Star Fort? Star Fort was 8,000. So we might put a Star Fort in there, and we may put a Star Fort in there. Yeah, that might be a way to go. Now, if we look at that, see, money's down just a little bit, but that's understandable because we've been building loads of stuff. So, let's end the turn. There we go. There's the army being merged. Ready to go. Now, what are the French up to? Here we go. Really? No way. That is a massive French fleet. Gonna have to fight it, but we're gonna have to do it auto. God damn it. We lost 7... No, they lost 7 ships. We lost 1, and we still lost. How is that possible? I don't get that. Oh, goddamn French Navy. So that means then I'm going to have to make that a full stacker. An absolute full stack Navy. Wow. That's going to take quite a few more turns. Probably at least 7 to 10 more turns, maybe more. But we're going to have to buy the bejesus out of that Navy and then turn it into a Navy that will kill everything. Goddamn French. I don't understand how we got defeated when they lost 7 ships and we lost 1. Go figure. Oh look, and there we go. So why that fleet couldn't attack? Yeah, we're sunk. And he's going up for the other trade ships as well. Yep, there we go. Thank you. And he's... God, he's got a lot of sailing ability, isn't he? There we go. So we lost 3 trade ships now. Because of that bloody French Navy. Oh, God. The Russians... What? So the Austrians have broken their alliance with us. Our Admiral has died. Has our Admiral died? Oh, freaking hell, he has as well. Oh, bloody hell. Really? Poor Admiral. Serves him right for being in that bloody stupid ship. Who's that? Let's go and kill them. I want those guys dead. There we go, they've retreated. And let's go after them again. Let's do to them what they do to us. Goodbye. We lost 3 ships. Wow. And we captured a merchantman. Or at least we sunk some of that. So, there we have it. Our navy did not fare too well, unfortunately for us. So, we will send them back to there. And we've got 10 grand. So there's the sloop, which will be our scout ship. And in the meantime, let us build some more ships. There we go. 12 turns. Wow. They were the Jaws. You're dead now. Heroic death, the Admiral. Oh, their Admiral died. Good. Jerk. Fleet destroyed. Yeah, of course. Fleet destroyed. Trade ship. Fleet destroyed. Trade ship. Fleet destroyed. Trade ship. Now, there you can see stables, market, wine estates, and cobbled roads built. Nation destroyed, the Kingdom of Saxony. So, a slight problem. That French Navy is the slight problem. So, they've got, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ships. So, we're going to need a full stack navy in order to compete with them. And at least we'll see. Let's look at money. Yeah, money's still okay. So we're still bringing in the regular 6 grand. We don't have to worry about that for the moment. This is our little scouting sloop. So he is essentially just sniffing around the area. And we'll try and sort of... Actually, let's send him up there. Sniff out these areas. Get rid of some of that fog of war. Little sloopy sloop. So that will be good. So I think that's going to be the end of this week's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's not exactly been a great episode, as the build-up of the Navy plans kind of took a little bit of a unceremonious dive into the deep, courtesy of an extremely large French Navy. So, that lesson has now been learnt, and that large Navy will soon become a Navy with a lot of holes in it. However, it may take at least another 10 turns before we get there, and a lot of spending of money. But we've got a combination of boats, and then we're going to go for, you know, combinations of bits and pieces. And we may even consider making that into a steam dry dock, because then that will enable us to build ironclads, which will just be brutal, and steam paddle frigates, which will just be fantastic. Anyway, that's it, boys and girls, for this week. I hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you next time.